Learn to love people as they are and not who you wish they'd be. Trust me, this will save you so much time, so much disappointment, and so much heartbreak. I'm pretty sure most of us, at some point in our life, have struggled with just seeing people as they are. Because in our minds, we have this idea of who we think a person should be, or we have this idea of the potential that we think someone has. But the truth is, when we learn to accept people as they are and not who we think they should be, we are inviting authenticity into our lives, giving them a chance to be genuinely who they are. And in return, we receive a relationship that's built on genuine connection and alignment. Oftentimes, we project our own desires, wants, and needs onto other people, not even knowingly. We create this ideal version of someone hoping that it becomes reality, but in our reality, they're nothing like the person we want them to be. You know how when something happens, we have a habit of saying things like, well, if it was me, I would have did this. I wouldn't have done that. I've had to break myself from even thinking like that because the truth is, they are not me. I've had to learn how to look at situations outside of myself and understand why this person handled the situation like that, why this person decided to make that decision, as opposed to being self-centered and thinking from a place of selfishness on how I would have done it or what I wouldn't have done. You know what I mean? You can't expect other people to operate like you. You can't expect other people to think like you. Sometimes we think just because of the title someone holds that they're supposed to be a certain kind of way. That's my best friend, so he or she should operate like this, or that's my father, so he should do this, or he's supposed to do that. We create these expectations of people based on what society tells us these people are supposed to operate like, as opposed to truly learning and accepting people as they are, regardless of their title. And then when these people don't meet these expectations we set for them, now we mad and stressed out. I want us to learn how to let go of expectations of others and learn how to see people and accept people for who they genuinely are and who they aren't. This was one of the toughest lessons I learned of my life as a mother raising my sons, right? Because even as a parent, you have to learn how to let go of control. You have to learn how to let go of control and let your children make their own decisions and be themselves. Be who they see themselves as, not who we see them as. Not everything do I agree with. I give my advice, I give my guidance, but at the end of the day, I understand that I do not control them. I don't judge them. I love them either way, right or wrong, because I'm their mother and it's unconditional love, and that's what I'm here for. And honestly, going through that experience and conquering that experience really changed my perspective on life. Like, that was that moment when I truly realized that I don't have control over nothing or nobody but myself. But because of that experience, it has helped me create an authentic relationship with my children with no fear and no judgment. We have a beautiful open line of communication and expression. That's what's most important to me. And that's what's most important when it comes to any relationship, honestly. To truly learn someone, we have to start by being observant. We have to learn how to observe with no judgment. We got to listen more than we speak. We got 2 ears and 1 mouth. That means we're supposed to listen twice as much as we talk. Truly taking the time to learn someone's interest, learning what they like, what they don't like, what they value, their morals, how they operate, how they react to certain things. If the relationship is important enough to you, then you will take this time to be observant and pay attention. And the beautiful thing about learning someone and allowing them to be their authentic self is once you learn them and understand who they truly are, it helps you decide if this is a person that's truly aligned with who you are, if this is a person that you even want in your life. You're able to see if they truly align with the boundaries and standards that you have set for yourself. Because if we are constantly projecting our own image onto someone, we will never be able to see if this person is in true alignment with who we are and what we see for ourselves. Taking time to self-reflect and truly ask ourselves, why do I want this person to be a certain kind of way? Why am I pushing this person to be a certain kind of way? Say if you're in a relationship with someone that may not like to talk on the phone all day, but you need to be in constant communication all day. You need them to check in with you every hour, text you whenever they leave the house, when they get back to the house, etc. But you are that way because maybe in your last relationship, you dealt with infidelities, right? So it left you feeling, so you have an insecurity when it comes to a lack of communication. So here you are dumping that trauma into your new relationship. A lot of times if we're trying to force somebody to be some kind of way, it can also stem from insecurities and trauma that we have dealt with in our lives. And we're projecting that onto others. Learning how to accept what we can't control brings a peace of mind. Because in our reality, we can't control anybody or anything other than ourselves. And just because somebody's behavior doesn't match what you want or what you think it should be, it doesn't mean that they're wrong or it doesn't mean that they're flawed. It just means that they can't meet the expectations that you have for them. Seeing and accepting people for who they truly are requires us to accept people without any expectations. And when we do this, we open the door to fulfilling, genuine relationships. This is something that takes a lot of time and a lot of patience, but it's well worth it. Because if we learn to accept and see people as they truly are, and accept people and learn to accept people as their authentic selves, that's building a community of genuine and authentic people. And authenticity is the highest vibration. I've never done well in environments where I felt like I could not be my most highest genuine self. Never. You know, I remember when I started coming out here to LA, and I would be working with different songwriters and producers and stylists, and they would try to put me in these outfits that just was not my style, or like a songwriter will write songs for me that I just could not relate to. It's the worst feeling ever. It's very hard for me to be anything other than just myself. It's not a good feeling when people try to control you or change you into who they want you to be or see you as. It's a horrible feeling. And I don't know about y'all, but I only want genuine, authentic relationships within my life, especially at this point. I'm too old for all the fake. I'm too old for all the fake hoopla these days. I can't take it. I can't deal with fake people, and I ain't got time to be being fake. Life is too short for anything that ain't real. And anything that ain't real ain't gonna last. I don't care how much you try to change it, how much you try to control it. You can't do that forever. Only the real lasts. Let's put our egos aside, swallow our pride, and learn how to listen, pay attention, and be observant, and work on developing genuine, authentic relationships only. All right, y'all.